And a very good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are coming to you on day 3 of the Tri-City Tournament as it's PSJA North, the gym. We've been here all day long. Right now, we're getting set for the first semifinal of the day as South San Antonio, out taking their warm-ups, are getting set to try to punch their ticket into the championship game. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers getting set with their warm-ups, and they too will be trying to get that spot in the championship game. It's Brownsville Veterans taking on South San Antonio, the Bobcats and the Chargers. I'm looking for a camera operator. If I get a volunteer, come on up. I'll buy your lunch for certain. We'll be back after this. We're getting set for this broadcast. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Stop today at 523 Express Printing, 1 block from UTRGB in Edinburgh. For copies, school, marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letters, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Express Printing today. For your construction needs in the Rio Grande Valley, check out Hosanna Construction in Pharr. Formerly known as Guzman Construction, Hosanna Construction can design and build your home or take care of your home improvements. 802 East Expressway 83, Pharr, Texas, Hosanna Construction. Formerly known as Guzman Construction. Call now for free consultations at 956-435-0381. Hosanna Construction, committed to serving you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Again, we are in Pharr, Texas on a Saturday morning as an 8 a.m. game is scheduled to tip off here between the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers and the South San Antonio Bobcats. This is the first of our 5-game coverage here on day 3 from this gym, as we'll have this one followed by the other semifinal, which is Weslaco playing against Sherryland Pioneer. And then we'll have the 5th place game, the 3rd place game, and the eventual championship game, which is scheduled to tip off at 3:30 at this gym. Veterans Memorial Chargers out, continue to take some warm-ups here on the court. They knocked off Laredo United South yesterday in the quarterfinals to earn their chance to play in this semifinal game. South San Antonio knocked off PSJA North, and the host school was trying to get back into this gym and play on the championship day on the championship game, but that's not going to happen as the Bobcats have made their way through the pool play, into bracket play, and now into the championship game. Not a very big crowd on hand. It's never expected a big crowd when you start these early morning games. 8 a.m. to start this one. 5 games coming from this gym. We've also got coverage coming your way from McAllen Memorial, or check that from Nicky Rowe at the City of Palms. Billy Watson and Bert Ruiz are over there taking care of business on that tournament. They too have semifinals that start this morning. They get a little extra break. Their games start at 9 o'clock. Our games tip off, as you see on the clock, minute and some change away. We'll be back with the opening tip-off after this.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex & Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, we are set to go with the opening jump ball of the first semifinal game as Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers in the black uniforms with the red trim taking on South San Antonio in the white uniforms with the blue trim. Operating solo up here today. Got everything under control here at the camera helm and also at the microphone and at the computer. Chargers control the basketball, and away we go to start this game. They'll bring it into the front court and work it on the offensive end. First trip down on the game, and they'll work it outside the perimeter against the South San Antonio defense. Penetrating inside for a layup, but that won't go. Offensive rebound by Kelly Davis, and he'll put it up and in. For Davis, first 2 points of the game. South San Antonio on top. It's their ball as we start the ball game off, and they'll take a look at the defense played by the Chargers. Get it inside for a layup. It's up and in. Jonas Carlisle with the bucket. Chargers back with the ball, exchanging baskets here to start this ball game. Off the dribble, inside layup, up and in. Justin Anaya. Easy pickings right there for Anaya. Exchanging baskets right now, the two teams to start this ball game. South San Antonio will work it on the offensive end. Top of the key. This is Justin Alcorta for three. That one won't go. Rebound by the Chargers, and back they come the other way. Just underway here in the first quarter of play in the first semifinal game. Charger basketball. They'll work it outside on the perimeter. Maddox tried to force a pass inside. That's thrown away. It'll be Charger basketball out of bounds with 6:42 here in the first quarter of play. They'll inbound it for an open three. That's on the way. Off the mark, though, missed by Justin Anaya. South San Antonio back with the basketball. Bobcats knocked off PSJA North yesterday in the quarterfinals to get into this championship game. They'll run the offense out beyond the arc. There's the three on the way. That's up and in. Manuel Paredes drops in a three ball. Bobcats on top. Chargers back with the ball in the offensive end. Brownsville Veterans knocked off St. Joe earlier. There's a nice dish inside and a layup good. Chargers back on top. Bobcats with the basketball. Alcorta has it at the top of the key. Work it back to the outside. Alcorta swings it right-hand side, back between the circles. Now they'll get it into the hands of Alcorta. Top of the key. This is a Paredes three. That one won't go. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. They'll bring it into the front court. Leading with the game, and a shot on the way is up and in. Damian Maldonado with the basket. His first points of the game. Bobcats with the ball. Out of South San Antonio. Slow pace right now on this set. Carlisle gets it to Paredes. Paredes had Alcorta on a backdoor cut, nothing doing on the pass. Gets it to C.J. Ricardo, now to Carlisle. Back outside to Ricardo for three, but that won't go. Rebound by the Chargers. Stop defensively for Brownsville Veterans. They take the ball in the offensive end for a quick three. That's off the mark. Rebound by the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Push it down floor just a little bit extra on this trip down. Get it on the baseline. Alcorta goes to work. Spins it outside for a Paredes three, but that won't go. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. Stay right here. First quarter action here of the first semifinal of the day. First game of 5 as we wrap up our coverage of the Tri-City Tournament from Pharr, Texas. Bobcats run the offense. Into the hands of Jonas Carlisle. Carlisle to Paredes. To Gonzalez. Inside cut. Layup is up and in by Alcorta. Jason Alcorta with the bucket. 1 point game. Chargers with the basketball from Brownsville Veterans. On the dribble, get it in the paint. Going to work there. Off the rim and in. A soft touch. And that falls in for the bucket. Chargers up 10-7. Bobcats of South San Antonio with the ball. Drew Gonzalez has it on a clear out. Finds Paredes. Paredes slings it over to Gonzalez. Slows the pace. This is Jonas Carlisle, that is. Out to Alcorta. Jason Alcorta off the dribble. Takes some contact, and a foul will be called on Kelly Davis, and that'll stop play. Inbound play coming up for the Bobcats. There's a ball turned over, and we'll go the other way. Chargers on the offensive end. There's a whistle on. Quick whistle stops play there. That'll be a foul away from the ball on Brownsville veterans. Substitution allowed to come into the game for the Chargers. They've got more players than what they had earlier this week. Bobcats on the offensive end. Gonzalez pulls up the three, but that won't go. Rebound by Brownsville veterans. Chargers with a quick pass ahead. Get it down on the baseline. That ball goes out of bounds. On the turnover, it'll be South San Antonio basketball. Other games are still going on in this tournament in some of the other gyms, and that'll determine who rotates here for the third place game, or the fifth place game, that is. This will determine the championship and the third place games, which will be played later on today. Shot up off the rim, missed. Paredes gets his own rebound, missed that too. Brownsville veterans with the basketball. They'll work it on the offensive end. Off the dribble, spin it to a cutter in the paint. Shot goes up, that's off the mark, missed by Maldonado, and here comes South San Antonio back on the attack. Bobcats getting into traffic on the baseline. Loose ball picked up. Quick pass out in the midcourt stripe, retained by the Bobcats. Get it to Alcorta, goes baseline, lay it up and in. Jason Alcorta with the bucket. Chargers back with the ball. Their lead is trimmed down to 1. They'll lob it inside and throw it away. Turnover gives it back to the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Bobcats looking to take the lead here. Alcorta on a clear out. Drew Gonzalez in no real hurry. Gets it further out to Paredes. Paredes just holds the ball. They're going to try to force Brownsville veterans out of this defense. Now Paredes on the attack. Got in the paint. Got the shot away, but missed it. Alcorta fights for the rebound. Chargers get the steal, and here they come in the front court. Down the right side, off the glass, no good. Rebound by the Bobcats. Loose ball taken away on the outlet pass. Chargers with another chance. Work it with the extra pass on the far side. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Pass inside, back outside. On the dribble is Anaya. Takes it up and in. Anaya with a ball fake. Got that shot to go. Justin Anaya now with 6 points in the game. Bobcats of South San Antonio with the ball. Down the left-hand side. That shot won't go. Rebound tipped out. Chargers get it. Outlet pass, though, is intercepted. Bobcats right back at you. Alcorta in the paint. Missed the shot, and he'll get to the free throw line. Stops play with 24 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Now we got a technical foul that's going to be called against Brownsville veterans. And it will allow Jason Alcorta to be able to shoot a technical foul. So Alcorta will step to the line. First one, no good. Next one, no good. 2 misses by Alcorta. That was the foul shot. Now the technical fouls will be shot. They keep Alcorta at the line. Now we'll see who gets to step up to the line. They bring Manuel Paredes up. These are the technical fouls. So 2 shots here. First one good. Paredes got them both. South San Antonio basketball now. Down 1 in the backcourt. This is Jason Alcorta. Alcorta to run the show. Lost his dribble. C.J. Ricardo right back to Alcorta. Alcorta out near the midcourt stripe. Takes it off the drive. Spins it out for a 3 by Paredes. He buries it. Paredes drops in that 3 ball, and that's the way the first quarter comes to an end. South San Antonio with a 2-point lead as we head to the second quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
Illusions Boutique in Far specializes in quinceañeras, tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
The Edinburgh Economic Development Corporation supports our local economy. When you shop local, your money stays right here in the city of Edinburgh, creating jobs, paving streets, and keeping you safe. The Edinburgh EDC, reminding you to love the locals.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts!
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Back here we start the second quarter of play, and South San Antonio with the lead, led by Manuel Paredes in the first quarter, who scored 6 points. Bobcats work it out for an Alcorta 3, but that won't go. Gets his own rebound. Spins it outside to Gonzalez. Now on the dribble is Carlisle. Hands it off to Ricardo, back out near the mid-court stripe. They'll set the offense up once again. This is Gonzalez. Carlisle, nice job getting through some traffic. Carlisle now takes a bump at the, just inside the arc, and that'll be a foul call. Stop play here in the first half. Alcorta will throw it in, now gets it back for the Bobcats. Jason Alcorta given some time. Lost his dribble, gets it out to Paredes. Paredes back to Alcorta. He'll bring it further out near the midcourt stripe again to run this point. Gonzalez hands it off to Alcorta. There's a 3 on the way. That's good. Jason Alcorta drops in the 3 ball. Chargers with the ball. 5-point lead, biggest lead of the game for either team right now. Brownsville veterans weaved their way through bracket play yesterday. Were tested in a couple of games. Found a way to get the win. There's a lob inside, nice catch, but a missed shot by Maldonado. Rebound by the Bobcats. Bobcats up 5. Alcorta swings it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez out to Paredes, back to Alcorta. Carlisle on the dribble, takes it inside, missed it. Rebound by the Bobcats, a behind the back pass, gets it in the front court, layup goes up and in. First points of the second quarter for the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Bobcats with the ball. On the left-hand side, this is Carlisle. Carlisle to Paredes. Here's a three on the way. Answer there. Yes, sir. Manuel Paredes with another three. Chargers with the ball. They'll work it on the inside. Fadeaway jumper won't go. One and done, and here come the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Trying to get to this championship game. San Antonio on top now by 6. Paredes has the ball. Looking for Alcorta, top of the key. He'll make a move. Has it taken away. Loose ball, though, now picked up by the Chargers. They'll control it in the front court. Brownsville veterans needing some production on the offensive end. Through the lane, that shot goes up and in, made by Justin Anaya. Anaya with the basket. Now has 10 points in the game. Alcorta has the ball for the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Carlisle to Alcorta. Alcorta to Paredes. Outside it goes to Gonzalez. Now on the baseline, Carlisle watches a cutter go through. Clears out against the defense of Anaya. Gets it back out. Alcorta to Carlisle yet again. Paredes on the patient set. Ricardo with a catch. Alcorta now pulls the trigger on a deep three, and that one won't go. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Chargers down 4 here in this second quarter of play. Anaya has carried the torch thus far. Skips it out, no three taken. Now he gets it right back in his hands. Anaya got in the air again. Dishes off, went on the backdoor cut. Steal, though, by the Bobcats of South San Antonio. They'll pass it in the corner. Carlisle gets it on the baseline to Ricardo. Back outside it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Paredes, and they'll set it up. Over to Alcorta. And Alcorta will just sit on the ball as they spread this defense. And there's an illegal screen called on C.J. Ricardo. That'll give the ball back. All right, C.J. Ricondo. How about that? Got that covered. Chargers with the ball. From Brownsville veterans with 3 minutes left here in the half. Chargers have scored just 4 points here in this second quarter. There's 2 more, though, as Kelly Davis finds the range. Bobcats with the ball. Paredes to Gonzalez. Alcorta. Now to Carlisle. Carlisle makes a move. Sealed off by Anaya. Gets it back outside to Paredes. Again, this patient set by this team is a staple of how they have progressed through this tournament. The willingness to work the ball with the extra pass. Make sure the high percentage shot is taken just like that inside. It's a missed shot, but Jonas Carlisle will go to the line. Clock stops with 2:12 remaining in the first half. First one for Carlisle, off the mark. Jonas Carlisle in the game has a couple of points. Now 0 for 1 at the line. Misses on that too. Rebound by the Chargers. Brownsville veterans will bring it up. Down 2 are the Chargers. Chance to take the lead if they elect to go beyond the arc. And they do have some shooters, just like this guy right here, Justin Anaya, that can find the range. Here's the 3. Off the mark, no good. Good seal off on the rebound by Carlisle. Outlet pass to Alcorta. And the Bobcats, with a 2-point lead, set up the offense again. And Alcorta will spread this defense out. And he is willing to stand there until the Chargers come out on him, and they may not. Now, the minute 34, Paredes with a catch. Plenty of room there. Chargers willing to set in the defense. In a 2-point game. Makes it easy for an announcer. Now trying to figure out who's got the ball in their hands and operate a camera and keep the stats and run the commercials. Flying solo here this morning. This is just a rest easy period. In the game thus far, Paredes, who has the ball, leads the team in scoring. He's got 10 points. 2 players in double figures. Actually, Paredes has 11. Justin Anaya has 10 to lead the way. The DJ says, I'll just go ahead and throw some music on while we're waiting here. That was quickly whistled off by the official. Easy pickings for Paredes to stand there and hold the ball. Now he'll set him in motion with a pass to Alcorta. Clock ticking down here. So nice to have the score clock now up on running on our scoreboard. Makes life much easier on the announcer as well. They're trying to make my job super easy. Alcorta will handle the ball. Again, given room, now he sets him in motion. Paredes, now a backdoor cut. Nice catch that time by Carlisle, but then he'll turn it over. So after all that, holding the ball down results in a turnover. Charger basketball, Brownsville veterans with the ball. Bring it across the timeline. Chance to tie in the paint, take the lead from outside. Clock ticking down to 3. They may not get a shot off now. They lob it in, tipped up, and it will not go. It just about did. Damian Maldonado just missed on the shot. 1.5 in the books, South San Antonio, as they exit the building. Heading to the locker room, lead this game by a couple. We'll be back with continued coverage after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Life is good when you're in a custom home built by Camino Real Builders. Luxury living done right. Beautiful, spacious floor plans and unique touches you won't find anywhere else. Visit our website to see our model homes or bring your own ideas. Let us build your dream home.
Here in an empty floor right now, as usually we have some people out taking some warm-ups as we get set for our second game at halftime of the first game. I see Pioneer has just now made their way into the building, and the Diamondbacks try to get, quote, warmed up after a kind of a brisk, cool morning outdoors, and then you wake up and get ready for a game that, in the case for the Diamondbacks, starts at 9:30. Already at halftime here. This one, the 8 o'clock game, has South San Antonio with the lead. No sign yet of the Weslaco Panthers. That'll be who the Diamondbacks will be playing in that second semifinal game. By the time we conclude with our two semifinals and we get to that fifth place game, hopefully my troops will return from over at the City of Palms tournament. Billy Watson and Bert Ruiz will be able to assist me over here. Right now, flying completely solo, looking for a camera operator. If you're coming to the game to watch a game and you have a student or someone who wants to make a couple of extra dollars running a camera for me, well, I'm going to make it simple. Let you just go back and forth with the camera. You don't have to do any fancy zooms or any tricks with the camera. Just help me go back and forth and follow the ball. I could use the help, and maybe someone's coming to the game that could use some extra popcorn money or something like that. Our next broadcast, again, is right after this. It'll be Weslaco taking on the Diamondbacks out of Pioneer. And then we'll have our championship game set. It's scheduled to tip off at 3:30. Games consecutive every hour and a half on the schedule. 8, 9:30, 11 o'clock, 12:30, 2 o'clock, and 3:30. Right down the line. 5 games scheduled. 2 semifinals, 5th place, 3rd place, and championship game all coming your way. Clock ticking away. We're getting ready to start the second half. Back after this with more.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice for men, by men.
Children's Depot, the education station, is a Texas Rising Star 4-star facility which is the highest rating in quality care. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today for pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 enrollment.
Back here at PSJA North Gym, home of the Raiders. This is the Tri-City Classic, Day 3 of the tournament of the Tri-City Classic. Semifinal halftime of Game 1. Brownsville Veterans Chargers down by a couple to South San Antonio. Leading scorer, South San Antonio had just 3 players score in this game. Manuel Paredes leads the way with 11 points. Jason Alcorta has 7, 2 points for Jonas Carlisle. Meanwhile, for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers, 10 points for Justin Anaya leads the way, 4 points for Kelly Davis, 2 each for Damian Maldonado and Paul Barrera. So just 7 players in the game score. Slow pace to this game. Both teams willing to take that methodical approach and work it for a high percentage shot. It's worked thus far to get them to this semifinal game, and they'll see what happens on who punches their ticket into the championship game. Pioneer continues to take some warm-ups. That's your Diamondbacks. They'll be taking on the Panthers out of Weslaco in Game 2. We hope you continue to enjoy our coverage. Back with more. If you're watching us on the YouTube, go ahead and give me a shout-out where you're watching the game from. Always fun to see where the fans are tuning in from our games. Appreciate you watching. Be sure you share the link and pass it out to other fans who may not know the game's going on. And obviously, if you're watching for the first time on our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you can continue to keep track of what games are coming up. Back after this with the second half.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarez in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The
best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At a piece of cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers make their way back out on the floor. They're the first team to arrive to get ready for the second half. Still a minute and some change left. Want to remind you of additional broadcasts, not just from this tournament, coming up here on Rio Sports Live. On Sunday, which is tomorrow, we've got 3 games scheduled. They're all volleyball action as the All-Star Volleyball games serve up at the Mac High Gym. Sub 5A game scheduled to start at 12 o'clock. The 2 o'clock game is the 5A All-Stars, and then the 6A All-Stars take center stage at 2 o'clock. Check that at 4 o'clock. 12, 2, and 4 for the 3 games at McAllen. Then on Monday night, San Ysidro will be the stage as System 1 makes their way over to the land of the Tigers. They'll be taking on Bishop in a broadcast game. And then on Tuesday, already we know that we'll be at Harlingen for the Harlingen Cardinals taking on Mac High. I'm also looking at where I'm going to put Systems 2, potentially 3, 4, and 5 in motion for games coming up on days later this week, including Tuesday, which I might send the Medrano crew out to another game on Tuesday, find out what the best game is we can find for them to go to. 5 systems, I've got them all rolling here. Obviously, with this one going here today, you can kind of tell why I'm in need of advertisers, which helps me pay employees, and then I can have camera operators. I can have other announcers. I can have computer operators. And I can put people to work. Instead of me doing all this on my own, I'm running the camera, running the stats, running the commercials. Oh, by the way, announcing the game. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. We'll be back with the second half as the Bobcats make their way back out on the floor. The Chargers are already out here, and we'll be set for the second half. We'll decide who's going to the championship game. It's all coming up after this.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, great quality at the right price. For shirts like this, it's Master Stitch. 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
Back here, and we are ready to roll. Well, we've got part of the equation to start this second half anyway. The other equations are making their way in. We've got the 2 teams. We need the basketball on the floor. That's down there on the scorer's table, as you can see at the lower end of your table. And now as the officials make their way on the court, that piece is in place, and the last one is to shut down the music, which will happen as soon as they inbound the ball, and then away we go to start this second half of play. First semifinal of the day between South San Antonio, who has the lead, and Brownsville Veterans, who will have the ball as we start this second half of play. Chargers limited in scoring, but they were willing to be patient and then set back in a zone. Now, turnover on this trip down gives the ball to South San Antonio, and immediately we'll take a look at how they set up defensively for the Chargers. They've been sitting back in a zone, and at times this Bobcat team has been willing to try to draw them out of that by holding on to the ball. Nothing doing now as they run the offense. Ricondo has it taken away on the steal. Chargers have it for a moment, taken right back by the Bobcats, and they'll set it back up. Carlisle gets it out to Alcorta. Alcorta to Paredes. He'll find Carlisle. Back to Alcorta. Ricondo now with the ball. Plays catch with Gonzalez. Nice cut inside, layup good by Carlisle. Nice assist that time, and the bucket up and in for the Bobcats of South San Antonio. That's the way the third quarter scoring begins. Chargers with a 3, wide open shot, got it to go. Justin Anaya. Anaya in the game continues to lead the team in scoring for Brownsville veterans. South San Antonio, their lead has been trimmed down to 1. Here's an Alcorta 3 on the way. Open look, but he missed it. Maldonado secures the rebound for Brownsville veterans. Chargers back in the open court, another 3 on the way. That one's off the mark. Rebound by the Bobcats, and this is Alcorta, spins it outside for a Gonzalez 3, but that won't go. Chargers back with the rebound. 1 and done, each trip down for these two teams on the last couple of possessions. Couple of minutes gone here in the third quarter. Maldonado with a catch. In the corner, but nothing there for Matt Maddox. Dribbled through a double team, finds a cutter. Maldonado got it in the paint, muscles his way up, missed the shot. Rebound by the Bobcats as Gonzalez controls it. They'll push it into the front court, down the right side. That's a whistle and a foul called. Dax Delgado will be whistled for the foul. Stops play with 5:38 remaining. Free throw opportunity for Drew Gonzalez. Misses that. Gonzalez looking for his first point of the game. Can't get that to go. Charger basketball. They'll bring it up and set up the offense. Maddox lost his dribble, found Anaya, forced it to Maddox. Somehow he found that ball, gets it to Delgado, back outside to Anaya for a 3. The answer there, yes, sir. 3 by Justin Anaya. Chargers now with the lead. First time since early in the first quarter of play. Bobcats will set it up on the offensive end. Kick out pass to Carlisle. Now they'll find Gonzalez. Back inside to Carlisle, off the glass and in. Carlisle with the bucket. Chargers with the ball on the offensive end. Anaya to Maddox. Maddox guarded by Paredes. Finds Kelly Davis. Davis attacks in the paint. That's blocked out of there and controlled by the Bobcats. They get the stop. We're all knotted up at 24 apiece. South San Antonio with the ball. Jason Alcorta halfway through the third quarter of play. Paredes with a catch. Finds Gonzalez, wants a 3, that's off the mark. Anaya gets a rebound for the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. They'll whistle it into the front court on the baseline. That runner goes up off the mark. Bobcats get the rebound. Still knotted up here. Alcorta steps it back near the midcourt stripe to run the point. Carlisle with a catch, guarded by Maddox, got a screen. Takes it left side, nothing there for him. Gets it back out to Gonzalez. Playing catch of the Bobcats, running some time off the clock on this possession. Low scoring game, but once again, it's because of this kind of stuff. They'll go with a patient set, get the high percentage shot, miss a layup there. Alcorta gets a rebound, got that up off the glass, nearly rolled it in. He'll get to the line. Jason Alcorta to the line. Alcorta in the game has 7 points. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Misses that. 2 of 8 as a team from the free throw are the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Alcorta's next free throw. is good. Bobcats back on top. They scored 12 in the first, just 6 in the second quarter, have scored 6 thus far here in the third. Chargers of Brownsville veterans scored 14 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 here in the third. Davis gets it outside to Beretta. Beretta to Maddox. Maddox to Beretta. They lob it inside. Nice catch by Maldonado. Tried to hit Davis. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Brownsville veterans ball. Chargers get it in for a 3 by Anaya. That's off the mark. Nice rebound that time by Beretta. Kicks it out for a Maddox 3. That won't go. Beretta secures the rebound for the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Beretta brings it front side. Gets it to Alcorta. And work it back outside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Paredes. Paredes to Carlisle. Alcorta cuts back door. No pass there. Gonzalez now finds Alcorta as he gets out beyond the arc. Ricondo to Carlisle. Carlisle operates nearer the mid-court stripe than anywhere on this offensive set. Alcorta gets it out. Now Paredes pops out. Alcorta with a nice catch. Gambling was Kelly. Davis trying to get that steal. Bobcats continue just to run the offense. And in several cases, they run it well beyond the three-point arc, spacing the floor even wider to make the defense chase. Opens up some seams. Missed shot that time by Paredes. Then the whistle blows. That stops play with 1:17 to go. Still no sign of the Weslaco Panthers. They'll be involved in our next game. They'll take on the Diamondbacks, Sherryland Pioneer Diamondbacks. Inbound play for the Bobcats. Get it out for a Paredes 3. That's an open look. Misses that. Won't miss many like that, though. Chargers back with the ball. Here's Kelly Davis. Hands it off to Maldonado. Layup good. Damian Maldonado gives the Chargers a lead back. Minute left here in the third quarter. Carlisle with a catch. Outside to Paredes. Back out to Paredes. Now they go inside. Nice strong post that time by Drew Gonzalez. That was a low delivery on the pass. But Gonzalez had his man sealed off. That's how you do that when you post up on those blocks. You get a man on your hip, you keep him there. And then regardless of where the ball's at, if you've got that man on your backside, in most cases you'll get that call. Alcorta catches, shoots it, missed it, and he'll be at the free throw line. Jason Alcorta steps to the line for South San Antonio. We'll put this camera a little bit more in motion once we get an operator here. I'm just going back and forth here. I feel like I'm in a juggling act right now. Alcorta makes the first free throw. For Jason Alcorta, he's now 2 of 5 at the line. He's got 9 points, though. Still behind Manuel Paredes, who leads the team in scoring with 11. Alcorta hits double digits with that one. Charger ball in the backcourt. A little pressure now set up by San Antonio. Maldonado, nice pass inside, layup good by Pena. Tommy Pena with a bucket. Chargers back on top. Chargers were tested by a crosstown rival yesterday in the first game of bracket play as they took on St. Joe Academy. St. Joe was right in that game until the fourth quarter. Then the Chargers extended out and got away with the victory. Here's a layup on the way up and in by Manuel Paredes, and that closes out the third quarter. Fourth quarter, team separated by 1. Chargers going to have to talk about that on the defensive end. They outscored the Bobcats 10-9 in that third quarter. Trail by 1 as we head to the fourth.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, number 1.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we resume play. Fourth quarter action of this semifinal game number 1 between South San Antonio's Bobcats and the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Chargers led the Bobcats led 14-12 after a quarter. Led 20-18 at the end of the halftime break in the third quarter. Chargers outscore the Bobcats 10-9. There's a whistle and a foul called. And a free throw opportunity coming up for Drew Gonzalez. Will either team make it to 40? I'm going to say this is a race to 45. First team to 45, you're in control of this one. Free throw good by Gonzalez. Just have a feeling we'll have some scoring, some back and forth stuff coming up here before this is done. Missed free throw, Barrera gets the rebound. Brownsville Veterans with the ball. In the front court, go inside. That shot won't go. Rebound tipped out, though, controlled by the Chargers. There's an open three by Anaya, and he buries it. Justin Anaya hits another three. Chargers back up by 1. Bobcats working on the offensive end. Gonzalez has it. This is Paredes off the dribble. Spins it to Gonzalez. Back out it goes to Alcorta. Alcorta now draws Damian Maldonado out defensively. Takes him off the dribble in the paint. Dishes off. Whistle blows. Call a turnover against Alcorta. Gives the ball to Brownsville Veterans. Chargers with the ball. Up 1 here in the fourth quarter. Out to Maddox. Maddox guarded by Paredes. Spins it between the circles to Anaya. Outside it goes on the baseline. Shot on the way, up and in, made by Kelly Davis. Davis with the made basket. 3-point lead. Bobcats now with the ball. Alcorta goes baseline. He got called for a travel. He wanted contact and a foul. Timeout called by South San Antonio. Bobcats going to talk it over. They trail by 3. Still plenty of time left in this one. Semifinal game number 1 continues after this.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, both teams make their way back out after the timeout. It's Charger basketball. They'll have length of the court to go, but they have the lead. Bobcats talking about flipping a switch and going into the going to win this game mode. Things haven't gone exactly their way on the offensive end, struggling to score points, but staying in this game. You're in position to get the win. Right now looking for a stop. Right now a layup on the way, up and in by Barrera. And that's just an easy pick and layup for Paul Barrera. 5-point lead for the Chargers. Bobcats basketball. Alcorta swings it outside. Over it goes to Carlisle. Carlisle to Paredes. Back to Alcorta. Backs it away. Chargers extend the defense. This Charger team, again, rock solid usually on the fundamentals. Missed shot. Rebound taken down by Anaya. Anaya to Kelly Davis. Davis is fouled in the front court. That's just the first foul called against the Bobcats here in the second half. 5-point game. Chargers will inbound the ball. Maddox lobs it into Maldonado, tips it outside to Barrera. Barrera to Davis. The offense will run. This is Anaya. Justin Anaya has paced this team today with 19 points. Has it now. Takes it off the dribble. Nice move right-hand side. That's off the glass. No good. He got fouled. Justin Anaya will step to the free throw line. Anaya on the game hasn't shot a free throw as of yet. Makes the first. That's a difference maker in this game right now. 6 of 13 from the line for the Bobcats. That's the first free throw shot by the Chargers in this game. Anaya makes that. Misses that. 1 of 2 on the trip. Here come the Bobcats, pushing the issue just a little bit more. Here's a quick 3 on the way, and that's perfect. Alcorta drops it in. Chargers with the ball. Maldonado catches. Spins it down to Davis. Fadeaway jumper. That one rolls off, and then a lot of contact, and player hits the ground. And that'll be Drew Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets up slowly. He'll be okay. And the Bobcats will have the ball. That'll be the 17th foul. So Gonzalez, once he shakes off this little stinger as he fell on his backside pretty hard, he'll step to the free throw line. Gonzalez in the game, 1 of 3 at the line. Misses the front end of a 1-of-1. Offensive rebound, though. And a shot's blocked out of there by the Chargers, and they'll control it. Barrera gets it ahead to Davis. Davis left-hand side. Lay it up, and no good. Missed a layup. Rebound by the Bobcats. Whistle on a foul in the back court. That'll be on Paul Barrera. And another free throw opportunity for the Bobcats of South San Antonio. We're talking about missed free throws, missed stickbacks, missed layups right now in this game. Things both of these teams normally, it's just easy pickings, easy money. There's a missed shot by Gonzalez on the front end of a 1-and-1. Chargers back on the offensive end. Davis spins it outside. Anaya off the dribble. Gets it to Maldonado. Back to Anaya for a quick 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped up and in, though. Kelly Davis slipped in, got the tip back. Back to a 5-point lead for the Chargers. Bobcats have the ball. Outside it goes to Alcorta. Pulls the trigger on the 3. Off the mark, out of bounds it goes. Chargers will now have the ball. Ricondo checks back in the game for the Bobcats. See if the Chargers slow the pace down a little bit even more here. They find themselves up on a steal. Recondo takes it in the lane, got called for a travel. It'll be Charger basketball. Justin Anaya will bring it up. Alcorta will pick him up as they extend the defense. Takes him off the dribble, in the paint, shot it off the back of the rim, it rolls off. And Justin Anaya will step to the free throw line for Brownsville veterans. 2 shots coming up for Anaya. 1 of 2 on the day at the free throw line. Gets that first one to go. Anaya now with 21 points. Next one coming up. No good, 1 of 2. Bobcats with the ball. South San Antonio needing some production here this trip down. They're down 6. Certainly not out of this and not in a panic mode at all when you're setting up this offense. Alcorta on a clear out, takes it off the drive in the paint. Back of the rim, offensive board, put it up, and the whistle blows. And that'll be called on C.J. Recondo, pushing off to get position for that rebound. So that'll give the ball back to the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Recondo will have a seat on the bench. Maddox will throw it in. Full court pressures, all out pressure now, defense by South San Antonio. They'll try to trap Maldonado in the backcourt. Get the ball back to Maldonado, get to the front side. Now they'll set up the offense with a 6-point lead. A bucket here is big. Bounce pass in the paint. Davis gets fouled. Near turnover as the Bobcats nearly got their hands on it. Chargers able to keep it alive, get it to Kelly Davis, and Davis now steps to the free throw line. And any points on this trip down changes the complexion of this game. Missed free throw there by Davis. He's got 8 points in the game. Second free throw here. Good, and even though that's 1 of 2 made, makes a difference. It's a 3-possession game. Chargers of Brownsville veterans trying to get to the championship game. Timeout call. Back after this.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Back here, Chargers of Brownsville veterans with the lead. Talking things over here in the fourth quarter of play. First semifinal game of the day. 8 o'clock in the morning. Left my house at 6:02. Picked up Bert Ruiz. Grabbed Billy Watson. They dropped me off. I'll see them later today. They made their way over to Nicky Rowe. Back to action here. South San Antonio down 7. Still 2:10 left in the game, but they need a basket or some kind of point production on this trip down. This will help. Alcorta 3, but it won't go. Long rebound, saved by the Bobcats, and then out of bounds it goes. Camera angles may not be as crisp as what we've seen. My wife, Dahlia, trying to keep our store alive. Took the day. She's down at Forever Memories in Harlingen. Yours truly running every aspect of this broadcast right now. Maddox pulls the trigger on that one. That won't go. Stops the clock with 1:44 left. Maddox steps to the free throw line. Doesn't matter what he does here. It's a 3-possession game. First one, though, is good for Maddox. Maddox in the game. That's his first point. Second free throw coming up. That's good. Off the dribble, off the glass, that won't go. That'll stop play with 1:38 left. And 2 shots for Jason Alcorta. And down 9, they need every point possible right now for the Bobcats of South San Antonio. Alcorta misses on the free throw. One of those games, you look at it, you're down 9, but you've missed 10 free throws. They missed every front end of a 1-and-1 here in the second half. Alcorta funnels that one in. Charger basketball in the back court. Dare say, if you're watching this game and you have to play one of these teams later, I wouldn't settle in with the fact that, well, they don't score many points. Both teams are capable of scoring a lot of points in a hurry. There's a foul called. That'll help the cause of the Bobcats in many ways. It stops the clock, which right now is your friend if you're Brownsville veterans. Allows Jonas Carlisle to go to the line. Now, the only benefit there thus far is that the Bobcats just haven't produced at the free throw line. Carlisle stands there 0 for 2 on the game. That'll be the 5th foul of the day for Paul Barrera. He'll have a seat on the bench. Barrera finishes the game with 4 points for the Chargers. As I was saying, you don't look at these teams and say, well, they only score in the 40s. We just got to turn it up on the offensive end. We'll be okay. Both these teams can put points on the board. Just today, it's one of those early morning. It's a typical 8 a.m. game, which things adjust. Free throw made. Second one coming up for Carlisle. Gets that one too. 6-point game. Now it's a 2-possession game. It's not panic time. Again, if you're this Bobcat team. There's a whistle, and that's a foul. So a free throw opportunity coming up for Kelly Davis and Brownsville veterans. It's a 1-and-1 as Davis steps to the line. Now he's 1 of 2 on the night. Well, it's morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, he's 1 of 2. First one's good, that's a big one. He'll get the bonus now on the 1-and-1. It also extends it back to a 3-possession game. Davis got that too. Bobcats with the ball down the central as Alcorta missed that shot. Rebound by Davis. Timeout called by the Chargers. Davis stepped away from a double team. Bobcats of South San Antonio will have to talk it over. They trail by 8 in this semifinal game. Back after this.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Coletti's.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Quick timeout was called. Brownsville veterans will make their way back out on the floor. It'll be their ball. And the Chargers lead in this game by 8. As we close out this fourth quarter of play. Maldonado catches. Gets it in the middle of the floor. Gets it back as they methodically work it up against the pressure. Still in the backcourt. Anaya's pass is stolen, and here come the Bobcats. Shot goes up in the paint. That's a charge. Anaya threw it away, but then he also got the rebound. Pass in the backcourt to Anaya. Work it in the front court. Down the right side, spin it outside. There's an intercepted pass. Here come the Bobcats yet again. Shot off the glass won't go. Rebound. Bobcats fight for it, but the Chargers will control it. No, Alcorta comes out of there with it with a three. That won't go. Rebound by the Chargers. In the backcourt, there's a foul called. And that'll stop play. So 3 possessions in a row right there for the South San Antonio Bobcats to produce points, but nothing out of that. Matt Maddox steps to the free throw line. With 20 seconds left here in this ball game. Westico takes on Cherryland Pioneer in our next broadcast. It was the 5th foul called on South San Antonio's Drew Gonzalez. So they're waiting the allotted time before they bring in a substitute. We'll see who comes off the bench for the Bobcats. You've got that taken care of. Now they're working on the scorer's table. On the clock. You'll see them changing the clock there as we're waiting for the official time to hit the score clock. I think we're set at 26.2 seconds remaining. Matt Maddox will step to the free throw line. Maddox in this game, 2 points, both coming from the line. Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebound for the Bobcats. 3 on the way. That one's off the mark. Rebound by the Chargers. Kelly Davis has it. Finds Anaya. Anaya in the backcourt. Now they'll work it across the midcourt stripe, and the Chargers are going to run this out and make their way into the championship game of this Tri-City tournament. Low scoring, but a hard-fought victory, and the Chargers win this 44-36. Justin Anaya leads all scorers with 21 points as the Chargers knock off the Bobcats here in this semifinal game. That's going to wrap up our broadcast. I will have to shut it down and get you set for our second game. It's all coming up. Everything bang, bang, bang. Operating solo from the Tri-City Tournament. I'm Joe Bowling. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast for Rio Sports Live. Watch the highlights a little bit later on. Also, you'll be able to see the replay of this game later on. So long for just a while.